And now welcome Hannah to Conlon's Cafe.
The immune system. Fourth period arrives. We are so excited to learn. I can learn more than I do with Aunt Fern. Mrs. Conlon with her munchies and Mountain Dew. We don't know what we would do without you. But enough of this introduction. Let's start. I'm going to talk about the immune system, not about the heart. The immune system is bigger than you, me, and Yao Ming. It's actually fairly interesting. Phagocytes are a group of white blood cells that fight and eat bacteria, viruses, and dead or injured body cells, like we eat meat. There are three types of them: dendritic, macrophages, and granulocytes. I wonder which one would win in a fight. Then there are natural killer cells that react and destroy cells without prior sensitization to it. I really want an almond joy. They also defend against tumors and virus-infected cells. They deserve a trip to the Wisconsin Dells. Lastly, they are involved in early defense against cells they don't know. They are outgoing in that way, and probably need a lot of friends to get froyo. Inflammation occurs when injured or infected cells cause redness, swelling, heat, and pain due to increased blood flow into the tissue. Good thing not the brain. When the first line of defense is broken and the infection is setting in, the hypothalamus initiates a raised temperature. If there was a tanning contest, it'd probably win. This speeds up metabolism, inhibits the growth of invading virus and bacteria, and burns the enemy with heat, and then maybe takes a vacation to Argentina. A pyrogen is stimulated by the hypothalamus, and it is a protein. Antimicrobial proteins stall reproduction of microbes and attack microbes, which is kind of neat. Complement proteins go with bacteria, and interferons go with viruses, even though everybody really wanted to go with that cute guy virus. Antigens prompt antibodies, and they are molecules the body recognizes as not from here. Things like viruses, bacteria, fungi, parasitic worms, and transplanted tissue. Oh dear. Antibodies are proteins produced by B cells and bones, which identify and neutralize the detected antigens, making them think they're muscular and toned. Plasma cells are white blood cells, which produce large numbers of antibodies. They are produced in B cells, shoddy. Memory cells provide a quick response to the antigen if it were to appear in the body again. Sounds like something my good friend would do named Megan. Activated B cells multiply those clones, and they either become plasma or memory cells. I hear a noise. Is that my phone? Helper T cells regulate immune responses in inflammatory diseases and call up troops of B cells, cytotoxic T cells, and other Th cells. Yeah, that's what's up. Then they go fight against invading pathogens who will never mess with them again. Then there are cytotoxic killer T cells. The name says it all. They destroy virally infected cells and tumor cells. I would not want to be friends with them at all. Suppressor T cells maintain immune system homeostasis and tolerance to self-antigens. They keep your immune system deactivated until it is necessary. I wonder if they know Miss Flanagan. When TC and Th cells counts are high, suppressors reduce those numbers once healing has occurred. I hope now that you have listened to this silly rhyme, your mind is not blurred. Word. And now, for an intermission, be sure to check out the menu. And now, welcome to the stage, Liz Vestal.
The lymphatic system. We're going to shake things up a bit, so just stop talking and take a sit. We're going to talk about the lymphatic system. It's so crazy it might cause some mayhem. First, there is a lymph, which is clear, watery fluid that contains white blood cells. It circulates through the lymphatic system to remove bacteria and proteins from tissues as well. They also transport fat from the small intestines and supply mature lymphocytes to blood. Capillaries allow movement of tissue fluids, so it's not like they're stuck in the mud. This is in order to drain plasma so that the cell is ready for circulation, you see, and then they are free to go and maybe do a concert of Katy Perry's. Plasma leaves the vessel and is now called interstitial fluid. You know it, bro. Lymph vessels pick up the interstitial fluid from the tissues and transport phagocytes to lymph nodes. This maintains the body's immune surveillance, like the cameras at the mall. The left subclavian veins are where the lymphatic duct empties back into the blood, y'all. The right lymphatic duct collects lymph from the right side of the neck, chest, and arm, and flows into the right subclavian vein, where it is not harmed. Lymphatic vessels from everywhere besides the upper right quadrant of the body drain into the thoracic duct, a process smoother than mahogany. It then returns the lymph to the blood via the left subclavian vein. Go jump in some mud. The cisterna chili may sound very gaudy, and it is the origin of the thoracic duct and the most common drainage trunk of the lymphatics in the body. Lymph nodes are small organs which filter lymph and remove it from dangerous microbes, kind of like when your mom keeps you away from the hot stove. Then they activate the immune system, which are B and T cells, remember. The spleen contains lymphoid tissue and filters blood from January to December. It filters out old red blood cells and harbors phagocytes so they are not an issue. The thymus secretes thymosin, which promotes the growth of T cells and lymphoid tissue. Your tonsils are masses of lymphoid tissue designed to filter tissue fluids. That deserves a pat. They also trap viruses and bacteria to provide local immunity. Aw snap. Thank you for listening to this physiology rhyme. I know you've enjoyed it. Go drink some coffee, and don't forget to leave a tip.